Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Tucker. Welcome back to school. I know. We're going to have a great year though. Let's talk about journals. You guys are going to be required to put together all kinds of journals. I know you're going to need one for science. You're definitely going to want one for math. You might want one for your other subjects. And in my class, I'd really like for you guys to spend a little bit of time and put together a really cool cover on your journal. I want you to make it yours. I want you to make it special. You can do cut and paste if you want to. You can get pictures out of a magazine, your own pictures, stickers. I'll show you an example of mine in class. I want to give you another option, and that's to create a photo collage journal cover. And I want to show you how I would go about doing that. You can do it any way you want to if this is the option you choose. Let me show you what I've done. Here's just a couple of examples of math journals I found on the internet. Boring. Boring. Still boring. This one's a little bit hard to see because it's all pixeled out, but this one, someone's done some cut and paste and a little Mod Podge. I kind of like it. Here's another one I found. Kind of like that one. For your math journal, you either need to use a spiral notebook or composition notebook. Now the advantage to the spiral notebook is it's bigger. Here's the sizes. I've measured some around the house here. They're either 8 inches wide by 10.5 long, or the biggest one I found was 8.5 inches long by 10.5 inches long, tall. On the composition notebooks, they're smaller. They're about 7 inches length by 9.5 height. The advantage to the spiral is you have bigger pages to write on. The disadvantage is it's really easy to rip a page out, and we don't want you to rip pages out of your journal. So the advantage to the composition notebook is you're less likely to rip pages out. They're more secure. Disadvantage is it's a little bit smaller. You choose. I don't care which one you use. Okay, so what is this Picasa? Picasa is the program that I'm going to use to create my photo collage journal cover. I want to show you what Picasa is all about. Okay, if you're not familiar with Picasa, Picasa is an image organizer and an image viewer for organizing and editing digital photos. Plus there's web sharing and all kind of stuff. The nice thing about Picasa is it's free. So get your parents' permission to download it and just Google Picasa, and when you go into Picasa you're going to hit the big blue button, and that's how you're going to go about downloading it onto your computer. So once it's downloaded onto your computer, there's all kinds of things you can do, and all of these folders over here, Picasa has gone into your computer and looked for all your image files, and it's organized it over here. Okay, and so you can see I've been playing around with the collages feature. I've put together all kinds of collage pages. I've been having fun with it. These collage pages I'm going to print out and put in my own photo album. Just haven't done that yet. But you can see I've been playing around with this. So I want to show you guys how to go about making your journal cover. So I have already put together a folder down here called Journal. Oh, just passed it. Here it is right here. And I've collected some pictures, either some of my own. I took that one off of Instagram, a goofy little picture, and some of these others I've downloaded off the internet. I want to show you how to put this together. You go in here and you're going to pick your picture, and down here this is your photo tray. You need to pin it in your tray. So I'm going to pin, like 6 to 10 pictures would work. So I'm going to pin these pictures that I want on my journal cover in my tray, and I'm going to grab this one here. Okay, once you've got the picture selected in your tray, come up here to Create. Click on Create, and here it says Picture Collage. I'm going to choose Picture Collage. And so it dumps it all out there, just piles them up for you. Here are your different options as far as layout goes. Right now I've got them in picture pile, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. You can do mosaic, where it chooses the layout for you. You can do a framed mosaic, where if if you scoot this out, you can see how it's adding a frame to your pictures. And there's different options here. I'm going to go back to picture pile. Now I'm going to make mine for a composition notebook. And you can go down here and you can choose your different sizes. Well, a composition notebook's not in here. I'm going to try to force a composition notebook and see what happens. I'm going to do this add custom aspect ratio. And I'm going to put in 7 by 9.5, and I'm going to name it composition notebook, and OK. Now, it's in landscape. I want it in portrait, so I'm going to switch it around using this right here, using this right here, using this right here. Okay, maybe I'm going to have to change this. I'm going to add another one. Let's call this 9.5 by 7. Okay, that's what I want. That's what I'm shooting for. Now, you can take your pictures and you can rearrange them however you want. Rearrange your pictures in here. And you can grab a picture and you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, and you can rotate it. Okay? So I'm going to pause this video while I fix mine up just like I like it. All right? Okay, so I've rearranged, I've resized all my pictures. Here's one thing I want to show you. You can, if you've got something in the front and you want it pushed to the back, you can right mouse click and move to the bottom or bring to the top, whatever you want to do. Let's say I want to bring this one to the top, scoop my little dog over a little bit, reposition things just how I want it. Maybe I want to bring this one to the top. Lots of different things you can do here. Okay, let's say that my collage is now done. Let's say this is what I want. So far, I'm going to hit Create Collage. And it puts it together. It's putting it together for me. And it's going to actually place this collage in a folder in your My Documents. It's My Documents in a folder called Picasa, in another folder inside of that called Collage. That's where this is located. Now I want to add some text. I want you guys to put on your name, nice and big so I can see it. I want you to add what the name of your class is, what period you have it, what the school year is, and I'd love for you to put my name on there somewhere, so if your journal winds up in a science classroom, your teacher knows where it goes, okay? So I'm going to do that here real quick. I'm going to put my name in here. I don't like that color, so I can change the font colors right here and make it big. Maybe I want to do this. I mean, this is where you guys get to play around. Maybe I want to put this up here across to one of my faces, real nice and big, like that. Okay. Okay, and so you can play around with your fonts here. You can bold it. You can change the style. You can do anything you want to with this. So I'm going to put that right there in the middle. Got everything on there that's required. I'll even give my kids extra credit. If you can find a picture of me, a little tiny picture of me, and put it on your photo journal somewhere, I'll give you extra credit. Okay, so now I think I've got my cover set up the way I want it. What you're going to do is hit apply. And I'm going to go back to my library. Okay, now I want to show you. Here is the one I just made. Here are some that I was playing around with the other day. If I don't remember what the size of this one is. If this is an 8 by 10 and you're going to, and here may be the problem, is uploading it to a site like Walgreens to print it out, if that's what you're going to do rather than printing it off on a photo printer. If you choose an 8 by 10 or they force an 8 by 10 and you're going to put it on a composition notebook, you may wind up needing to cut a bunch of these edges off along the side. So what I did was I tried to put together another one that was 8 by 10, but you can see I allowed some space around the edges to do some trimming so that it fit a composition notebook. Just keep that in mind when you guys are doing this. Okay, now here's a little problem. if I leave this picture in my collages folder and upload it from there straight to Walgreens, and that's what I'm going to do because I'm out of ink. So I'm going to actually print this to Walgreens as a picture. If I upload this out of my collage, the text won't follow it. And I don't know why that is. It just happens. So I found a workaround. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this picture. I've clicked on the picture and I'm going to hit this export button here, and I'm just going to save it in a different location. So I'm going to browse, and I'm going to go into, let me see where I'm at. I'm just going to put it in my journal folder. Just park it there, and I don't know why, but once it's exported, all of your text will follow it to a site if you're going to print it out as, you know, send it to a site to print it out rather than do it on your own printer. Okay, so let me show you how to upload it. I'm going to upload my journal cover to Walgreens, and the reason there's a couple reasons I like Walgreens. It's right down the road. It's just north of the school. It's easy to pick up. And the other thing I like about Walgreens for a simple little project like this is I can upload my photos and then pay when I go pick them up. I don't have to pay right now. So I'm going to go to my photos. And I'm going to, you can see, well, let's look at this one right here. I uploaded this one yesterday, and I'm going to show this to you. This is the one I uploaded yesterday, and you can see the text didn't follow it. That's why you're going to have to do that export. So I'm going to go back and let's see if I can upload that photo that we just created, that collage, and see if everything doesn't, if all the text doesn't follow us. Okay, so I'm going to upload a new photo. I'm sorry this is so slow. It's making this video a lot longer than I wanted it to be. Select photos. Okay, now I parked that one. Let's make sure I've got the right folder. My Pictures. It's in a folder called Journal, and it looks like it might have left it in Collage. Oh yeah, it probably did. I think that's what it was supposed to do when you export it. Let's take another look at it. Here's the one I just made. Keep your fingers crossed. And it looks like it worked. Alrighty, there it is. My text followed me. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so once you've got it uploaded there, then you can put that in your cart and check out, and definitely make sure before you submit it to be printed that you're printing, your option is probably going to be to choose an 8x10. If you don't choose a size, it's going to default to a 4x6. Make sure you choose an 8x10 if you don't see the size that you need, and then have it print. It's probably going to cost you $2 or $3 down at Walgreens to have this printed out. Of course, the cheaper option would be printed on your printer at home. I hope this was helpful, and I can't wait to see your journals. Thanks a lot, guys.